Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in and join me. I'm over here on Facebook in the Empowered Spirit Circle and going live on Instagram. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Here we are, moved through that first week of January. How are you doing? What are you noticing? We just had a full moon, too. Definitely a lot of cosmic forces shifting around. It's a little bit of a slow start to the beginning of the year. Maybe you've noticed it. I know I have. It's like, oh, I don't quite want to get going. I'm quite not into planning yet, but I know I need to, right? All those kind of energies. Yes, so that is how we're moving into the first year. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in and join me. So let's just first talk about the Empowered Spirit Show. This week, I did an energy projection. I'm not really into predictions, but I did do an energy projection. Brought the cards forward to see really what's coming up for the year. Very interesting, very much in alignment with what we are experiencing. I will say this year, it's about evaluation. What's working? What's not working? Really having the strength to go within yourself, ask those questions. The big card that kept coming up in the projection, and you can look at it, listen to it on the Empowered Spirit Show, but really the chatter of the mind, the addiction to our minds, all that stuff we tell ourselves. And this really is, I think what I'm liking to talk about, or what I'm thinking about is like, it's a reset. We've had all that COVID stuff, right? It's like, if you think about it, like 2019, all the way here we are, 2013, like what happened? And as we get back out in the world, we are starting to say, like, what happened? Where businesses, shops have changed, things have changed, your work has changed. So this is definitely a year. Hey, Mercedes, Happy New Year. This is definitely a time to go within yourself and ask these questions. Where can you shift? What is going on? Evaluate. Who are you listening to? What's that voice inside of your head? Where's that coming from? And it is a time to let go, to really make some changes, all right? And I know that always sounds like easier said than easier done, but using the tools, using the energy tools, all right, it makes it easier. Tapping. I know I've been doing a lot of tapping, letting go of those limited beliefs, but it is like one step at a time. Make a little shift. Change up your patterns, drive a different way, eat something different, right? That's how we start to make shifts and become more aware of what's going on. When we fall into that habitual energy, doing the same thing, staying in the comfort zones, we don't really see our shit, all right? We don't really see our stuff. We don't. But when you start to break up the patterns, you start to see what's going on. And this is a time to look at what the truth of who you are is. Make those changes, make those shifts. Now's a good time because you're not going to be the only one doing it, right? Change up what you're offering and how you view the world. Really important. And I will say, if you can, like, make an imprint for this month right now. Like, okay, here we are. New year coming in. It's a 7-year, 2 plus 2 plus 0 plus 3, or 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3. It all equals out to a 7. 7 is that spiritual energy, the mysterious, the mystery schools going within. All right, there is a little bit of mysticism that's coming in this year. And the way that we get to it is slowing down, is tuning in. All right, and right now we do have the cosmic forces working with us. We've got the retrogrades. Now we're going to start to see that clear out. So you might as well take advantage of it this week and the next. I think it's like the 12th. Mars starts to go back direct. All right. So Mars is some of that energy that pushes us forwards. It's been holding us back. All right. We also have Mercury retrograde, 17th. All right. So we have another about 10 days of that. We also have Uranus retrograde about the 22nd. So by the time we get to the end of the month, you're going to start to see a little bit more forward motion. So what does that mean now? Clean up, redo, reevaluate, recycle, all those words. Take some time for you so that you can feel refreshed as we come into a new part of who we are. All right. We also have the New Year, which I talk about all this on the podcast. We also have the Chinese New Year coming in. I think it's a little early. It's always the second new moon after the winter solstice. All right. We have the year of the water rabbit. So we're going from a yang year of the tiger into a yen year. All right. Lots of times, too, they say that rabbits are lucky. We think about that, right? The lucky rabbit's foot, right? But it is a yen year, easing in, going into your meditation, spending time on self-care. And I've been saying this, and I agree still, and I'm still saying this. I believe the greatest thing we can do right now is do our own self-care. Take care of ourselves. When we take care of ourselves, and that's when things start to shift and change all around us. So make yourself a priority. Put yourself on top of the list. When you're better, everything else around you is better as well. So definitely check out the podcast. All these things I talk about, the sevens, the energy, the rabbit, and then I do take you through a meditation with the cards as we open up to this year. It is a time to slow down, for sure. So we start this week. We just had that Cancer full moon Saturday, Friday night into Saturday. And so that did bring up some sensitivities. So you may even notice a little bit of that energy lingering. I know I woke up a little bit like that this morning. I'm thinking I kind of sailed right through that full moon and then woke up this morning, lingering emotions, feeling a little heavy in my spirit, even feeling a little fear energy. So definitely with some tapping going on with that, like what's going on? But then it was like the full moon. It gets our emotional body. It's an element of water. So allow that element to move through you and wash it away. Now, we are moving into the moon is now moved into Leo. All right, so we have some of that fire energy helping to burn away the water. As we start the work week, we'll be in Leo. It helps you to open up, get a little bit more of that energy coming forward, a little bit of courage coming forward to make the changes, right? To make the changes that you want to see. We have that energy coming forward, and then from there, we'll move into some Virgo as we move into the end of the week. All right, so things are shifting. We've got about another week of the retrograde, and there's going to be one planet. Even Uranus will start to go direct. Uranus is breaking everything up. Of course, it's always really great to know where these fall in your chart, all right? Get an astrology reading. Definitely going to have Mandy Ray back on the show very soon, all right? For sure, but it does help when you know where it hits in your chart. So really the message this week is to slow down, is to take care of you, is to notice what are those thoughts that you're telling yourself? Where can you let go of those limited beliefs? Where can you really start to break up those old patterns and embrace this new year in a whole new way, in a whole new being, standing in your truth, speaking up for who you are, taking care of you, and really recognizing those shifts that are happening instead of stuffing it down. There was a lot of emotional trauma in 2022. So when you can recognize where you are on that, and maybe you had some, I know I did. I had heartbreak, I had emotional trauma, losing grief and all that. And finally, through these tools, these very tools, is how I was able to let go. I did my work. I went off to Teo. Oh my God, I had a life-changing experience because of doing the work. And now I can approach this new year coming from a place of worthiness, coming from a place of really knowing I have these teachings, I have my skills. You can do the same thing. You really can. You can open up to a bigger part of who you are. Now, it does take a little work, but when we work with the skills, the Reiki, the intuition, the crystals, the cards, the tapping, it makes it so much more fun. You find the amusement in your day. And I know we all can use some amusement right now, some joy, some recognition of what we're doing in the world at large. All too often, we just skip right through and we forget how much we do on a daily basis. So that's definitely the message for this week. Ask questions of your spirit. Renew your discipline. Renew your routines. Notice what's breaking down. Mark out quiet time for you so that you can be clear on what you want to focus on, what's working and what's not. All right? That is definitely the message for this week. I want to give a shout out to my sponsor on the Empowered Spirit Show. Thank you so much, Forecast Salon, a hair salon here in Birmingham, really dedicated to education, creativity. They're all over, not all, but the owners are over there. Merton and them are over in like London and Ireland. I don't know where they are, but traveling and picking up new skills. Definitely check them out if you're local to Birmingham. I love them so much. Big shout out to them. I'll also give a shout out to Ritual and Shelter. I will be there starting a book club. I don't know if we have any registration. But if you want to learn more about energy medicine, we're going to use the book of Cindy Dale. Big shout out to my teacher, Cindy Dale. Advanced Chakra Healing, the 4 pathways to energetic wellness. We're going to go through each week one of the pathways. If you have an issue, if you have something you want to learn about, come join us each week. We'll have another way to get to it, and this is how energy medicine works. All right, check it out. It's on their website. All right, so let's take a moment and just pull all our energy in so that we can open up to this week, feeling inspiration and enthusiasm to open up. So if you can, just take a moment with me and close the eyes. If you have some sage or a candle, something to light, go ahead and light it as we call in the sacred elements of life. Notice the fire. Notice how the fire then changes to the element of air, clearing the mind, clearing the space. As you do that, notice the energy of your heart, dropping into the heart, the element of water, and letting that element of water just wash through you. No emotion is ever final. And then call in your energy to feel the grounding of the element of earth. Taking a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, call all your energy back from the weekend. Feel your spirit right on top of the physical body, aligning all of your energy. Taking another deep inhale and exhale right into the very center of the heart. Feel that connection that you have with your spirit and the greater spirit. Know that you are known. Know that you are loved. Feeling all this energy coming in for you. As we take this time to set our energy for the week, calling in the masters, the teachers, calling in the archangels for joy and love, calling in your own spirit guides for guidance, the crystal beings for protection, feeling all this energy come in for you. Taking a moment, here we are in the season of winter in this hemisphere, right in the direction of the north. The north is where we pull all of our energy in. We go deep, we hibernate. Feel yourself pulling in those dreams and visions. Calling in the directions to the north, the east, the south, and the west. Above you, below you, right into the very center. Right in that deepest part of your heart, setting an intention for this week. And as you set that intention, notice how you want to feel. And allow those elevated emotions to just radiate out from your heart, setting your energy for this week. Feeling that energy, embodying that energy for you. Inhaling and exhaling, just opening all that energy around you. And then exhaling all the way back down. Grounding with Mother Earth as you feel all your energy pulling into you. Bringing the awareness back. Coming back, blinking the eyes open. Embody is my word for this year. What is your word? Post your comments. That is my word. Embody, grounding in those emotions that I move through on a daily basis. All right, so as I drew the cards for this year, the first card that came up was the Six of Fire. No, Six of Air. Sorry about that. Six of Air, which is a beautiful card for right now. Six of Air is about sailing into calmer waters. All right, we're going to find that this year, but you're going to have to do your part as well. Get support, get some help, get a different perspective so that you can move into an easier time, especially in the mind. Again, we have to clear out the mind. 6 is harmony. 6 is working with others. So where can you open this energy up so that we don't feel as much struggle as we've been feeling these last couple of years? A beautiful card to start us off for this year. Now, the other cards that come in to help us, and I love this card, always one of my favorites, is the Strength card. All right, it will take strength to make those changes. Little by little, have the strength. Strength brings in the element of the heart. It raises the vibration, all right? Now, when we raise our vibration, it does help to remove those limited beliefs that get in our way. The I can't, I won't, I'm not good enough, so all of that. We need to step forward, clear the mind, have the energy of the heart, open up to that strength that you have. Let your spirit help you. It will help you to find that strength for you, the courage to move forward, all right? Then we have the Wheel of Fortune. This actually came up in the reading as well. This is a little bit of that luck energy coming forward, all right? So where can you move that Wheel of Fortune for you? Where can you take a chance? And again, this just reminds me of like taking a chance and moving forward, taking a chance and getting out of the comfort zone, taking a chance with something you want to bring forward. All right, I always like to say when the Wheel of Fortune comes up, it is a gambling card. It is take the chance, do something different. But it also reminds us that wheel is always changing. All right, so when it shows up upright, it's like, all right, your luck is changing, but be grateful because that wheel's going to change eventually. And when you're on the bottom, like be grateful for the lessons because it's going to change again. So where can you take a chance in getting out of those old patterns, getting out of those old habits? Take a chance in learning and knowing your spirit, your emotions right now. Because the next card that comes up is the Seven of Water. All right? A good card for right now, 7. Again, that's the number for this year. The 7 is our spiritual energy. The water is our emotion. So maybe some of this is left over from the full moon. Noticing those emotions. Now, sometimes it looks like in this card, the figure is going like, oh no. But what if you bring your energy in? Exactly what we're talking about. And see how that light is shining. Where can you focus those emotions, release the excess, but use that emotional energy to embody. All right, this is kind of a card for me right now. Maybe it's one for you. Embody those emotions. Don't keep running away. Don't keep projecting out. Don't be turning to your vices because you don't want to feel right now. Bring those emotions into your womb. Bring them and sit with them. They will dissipate faster than you realize. But all too often we become afraid of our emotions. We get so caught up, and right in the full moon, I notice this, maybe you do too, but we want to really begin to really process those emotions. Don't bypass them, don't jump through them, feel them, allow them to dissipate and to come up for you. All right, as we move through this week, just to review here, pull it all together, 6 of air. How can you move into calmer waters? Where can you let go of the chatter of the mind, limited beliefs, get some support and help so that this year will guide you into calmer times? We all need that. It is a yin year, or we'll be moving into with the Chinese energy, Chinese New Year, a yin year with that rabbit. Find the courage and the strength to do the work, to let go of the habits, to open up, use the heart energy, all right? Wheel of Fortune, take a chance. Some good luck is coming your way. All right, perhaps it's with that lucky rabbit, but go ahead and approach it as if it's already here. And then the 7 of Water. Really go deep into your spirit. Look to the mystery schools. What is that emotional energy trying to tell you now? Don't bypass it. Don't jump through it, but allow light. See how that light is shining? Allow light to come in so that you can embody the energy for you. All right. Beautiful cards for this week. Let me know how they set with you. And if you'd like an extra card, let me know. Give me a thumbs up on this reading. All right. So yes, we have the Reiki Circle. We've already had several people sign up Monday night at the OHA Body and Wellness. They are hosting us. A big shout out to them as well. The Reiki Community Reiki Circle is at 6 p.m. You can find it on our website, on my website, or the link is in the show notes. Probably somewhere the link is there, but come join us. And then the book club over at Ritual Shelter, come join us as well. Kika, how are you, my dear? All right, so Kika, the 3 of Water. What a beautiful card. This is like getting out and celebrating, finding your bestest of besties, right? This is like, don't just celebrate with anybody, but really finding the best people, the friends that you really love, celebrating your life, your work. All right, really important that we do honor what we're doing. This is always a cheerful card when it comes up. 3 is about collaboration, community. So find your best friends. I wish I was out there. I would come celebrate with you. All right. Mercedes, you got the Daughter of Water. All right, I always love this card too because this is an influence. This is like the Daughter of Water just loves everybody and wants to give, which is good. Just mind your boundaries. All right, don't overgive. Make sure you take time for you. But it is a beautiful, generous heart. There is the innocence of love going on around you. So bring that influence forward. Again, just mind your boundaries. All right. All right, beautiful card. I know, Kika, it really is, and I wish I was there with you. All right, Mark and I, Marissa. All right, so we're going to go Mark first. So Mark, we got the 7 of air. All right, 7 again is our spiritual number. So look for the hidden messages within your own spirit. What is your spirit telling you? So that little fox kind of sits there, right? So it's like, are you holding secrets? Sometimes from yourself or others holding secrets from you, but it really more is about the mysteries within your own spirit and how you can listen to it to find out your path and your work right now. Marissa, we got the 2 of air. All right, this is probably pretty accurate for where you are right now because there is indecision going on with what you're doing. You don't quite know what's going on. Everything is up in the air. This is of the mind, though. So just try to clear the mind as you work through this week, actually as you work through these next few weeks. Clear the mind and have a new mindset coming in for you. There is indecision, so this is almost a confirmation card, all right? But know that new energy will come forward for you, all right? The card that was right underneath it, and I'm just going to go ahead and show it to you, it's kind of like 2 cards here, is the moon. All right, careful of the illusions, drop into the gut, know what your own intuition is telling you right now, which would definitely help with this card, that indecision. So just tune into what your intuition is telling you right now. All right, you're welcome, Mercedes. All right, I hope that was helpful. All right. Wise woman, you got the 8 of earth. All right, so earth is our grounding card. So this is about the work that you're doing. This is always such a beautiful card. 8 is abundance, prosperity, and this shows us that we're building. You are building what you're doing. Things are growing. All right, look at all the reds and the yellows, right, and the green there. It's like keep doing what you're doing. Keep working on your skills. Keep putting yourself forward. Don't give up, all right? Keep going. Keep moving forward, all right? Yeah, Kika, I would love to come out for sure. All right, let's see. I think somebody else. Here is To My Adventures. Hey, I have been following you. I have been listening to your podcast and really appreciate it. So the card that comes forward is the Tower card. All right, sometimes the Tower card is not one of our favorites. However, when we get the Tower card, and I do actually think it's perfect for this year because structures are falling down, changes are coming. So when this card comes, and I love the illustrations, look how much, it's actually a little fun in this card. Sometimes it can be a little scary, but this helps you to see what needs to be rebuilt. All right, and when we know this card is around us, it gives us more opportunity to do the rebuilding instead of letting everything crash down. So don't ignore it. What structures can you rebuild? What can you do to bring this energy forward into this new year? All right, thanks for joining me tonight. I have been following you on your show. All right, mindful is your word. Excellent. All right, if I've missed anybody, let me know. I think I've gotten everybody. All right. So it is going to be a very interesting year. Things are shifting. Things are changing. This is a yen year coming up, a year to go in your spirit and use the tools to help you move forward. Create a new you if you want. Create a new you. All right. Be in your truth. Speak your voice. If you need help, come get some help learning the tools of intuition, meditation, Reiki, all of that. I do have some openings for my private mentoring. I have 2 spots left. Come join them. Fill them up. You can find more about that on my website at terryannhyman.com. All right, guys, check out the podcast. I have some great guests coming up. Super excited for a new season ahead. So as we go to close, just taking a moment, exhaling all the way down deep into the earth, a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for your spirit. Gratitude for the greater spirit and the connection that you have. Gratitude for this new year and all the possibilities coming in. Inhaling and exhaling. Just returning to that intention you set. Feel it in your heart. See it through that third eye. Have a great week. Thanks for joining me. To your spirit. Namaste.